Anthony Cumia is flipping out on Opie right now. So we're going to go through this whole situation. So someone floated to Opie the idea of joining Gas Digital. I don't know if it was Louis J. Gomez himself. So Opie, this guy tweets, I hope Opie takes up Louis J. Gomez's offer to go on Gas Digital. That would be fucking awesome. Opie puts, it's $1 million show. If you can guarantee that amount and put it in escrow, then we have something to talk about. Opie does not do $1 million show. Then this guy goes to Opie starts $1 million show, delusional, and Opie just puts K. Alright, but then they start talking. And so Louis J. Gomez tweets at Opie, podcasts typically don't get guarantees like that without major restrictions on the growth of their audience. All these exclusive deals stink. Give me a contact. We can make you that much in advertising if the numbers are there. We already have the infrastructure. Opie says, now you're talking. Serious question. Would you be up for me buying a huge chunk of Gas Digital? I think he meant chunk. I honestly see potential with your network, but it needs some tweaking and just a couple more hit shows. So Opie offering to buy a chunk of Gas Digital. Louis J. Gomez puts, also, why don't you stop by Skankfest this weekend and see what our audience is all about? A lot of people have compared it to the traveling virus. Opie says, would love to, but the fish are biting. Nice to hear that it's compared to traveling virus. We were onto something, and one of my huge regrets is not continuing and developing it further. I watch from afar and know Skankfest is a kick-ass festival. Congrats. And then he tweets something else. It's where was it? Then this guy goes, how come you didn't start with making your podcast huge, asking for a friend? Opie says, yes, I was hoping the first year would have been a bigger, but with that said, over 4 million total downloads in the first year is not too shabby. Then he talks about not being with Westwood One. Picture of him fishing. And then he says him and Louis are going to move to private conversation soon. Then Louis J. Gomez puts, follow me, inbox, let's chat. Opie puts, done, suggestion. Promote 2 pods that come out next week, and I'll promote you guys, and let's see if we see a significant jump in downloads. We can take a look to see if your audience even digs what I'm doing. Could be an interesting exercise. I have at Real DDP and DDP Yoga next week. Jesus, has he still not released that DDP episode? How long is he freaking holding on to that? So, Opie and Louis J. Gomez have that exchange. And of course, Anthony Cumia had, he wasn't too happy with what was said there. So, of course, Anthony has to chime in. Oh, he kind of lets Opie have it here. I wouldn't say too rough, but he's still tweeting about him as I'm making this fucking video, by the way. Alright, when does it start? Starts? Oh, I must say, Anthony tweets a lot, yo. So, Anthony looks at the conversation Opie and Louis J. Gomez were having, and Anthony says, so let me get this straight. After 1 year of completely failing to draw an audience or retain any sponsors on Westwood One, he's now telling other people how to run their network? This is beyond delusional. It's a mental health issue. God damn, zits hitting tits. And then he retweets Will Noonan, who's doing a Opie walk and talk video. Yeah, it hasn't been done 20 times. And nice doing it a year later. It's stupid. Then Anthony starts retweeting people. You got it. First order of business. Change the name to Brother Man Digital. It would be respectable if you just said he had a good run, a lot of fun, and now he wants to live the quiet life. This stuff is just embarrassing. And then Anthony promotes Opie's thing where he explains why he's done what Westwood won. And Anthony puts, "This is the most recent $1 million show. Please give it a listen. It's the most morbid hour and 17 minutes you'll ever live through. Bore fest of family deaths and depressing story. It goes on and on like a torture. $1 million Opie? Ugh." uh, and then some guy tweets at, Will Noonan got banned by Opie. And then Anthony puts, haha, yeah, that'd do it. And then this guy goes, punched out before the 3 minute mark. Anthony puts, it's listenable. I think he meant unlistenable. But about an hour and a half of infuriating, forced banter. The contents of the entire episode could have been a 5 minute aside during a show. It goes on and on. Morbid dead grandpa, grandma, father, mother, sister, brother, death stories like two rest home residents. Oh, he's smashing the man Cuban there, too. Then this guy, Anthony retweets, Opie hates who and what he is. He's never stopped wanting to be something else. It's sad. Then this guy says, I've taken this podcast as far as I can with Westwood One. What does that even mean? And then Anthony just goes, right? And then, and then he's responding to Opie, done. Suggestion. Promote my 2 pods that come out next week, and I'll promote you guys. Let's see if we can do a significant jump. That thing Opie said. Then Anthony puts, he's got to be kidding. Even imagining he'd have any impact on Gas Digital's viewership is psychotic. And then this guy, I will be bold, without the audience, sponsors, or content. And then this guy goes, give it a while, and he and Lewis won't be talking, and Lewis will be the one with the problem. And Anthony goes, I know, both of them. Lewis would want to kill him inside of a month. So, Anthony sort of going off. Alright, and then this guy goes, why do you care so much, Anthony? Why are you trying to hurt him and trying something new? He promoted you in Compound all the time. Can't you just wish him well and hope he learned from his past? And then Anthony goes, shut up. You work with the guy who gave you shit for about 20 years, and we'll see how magnanimous you are. Have a good one there, Gandhi. and then this guy goes, where's the hurt? I listened to Opie's most recent podcast using a link Ant's parody account posted. I certainly wouldn't have tracked it down on my own. Okay, so let's see. I don't think Anthony said anything. Let me refresh. See if he's. Oh, wait. Oh, he's still trashing him. Like, just did a refresh. He's still trashing him. Okay. And then Coke Logic puts, he did. Rather than say hi, he says something like, you badmouthed me. And then Anthony says, Opie holds a grudge like the Simon Wiesenthal Center. Okay. So, this is my breakdown of this situation. I do like the trashing Anthony just gave Opie, but let's not kid ourselves. Anthony is trying to sabotage Opie, because if Opie went to fucking Gas Digital, Anthony would fucking flip shit and be jealous and all that. Because you have to remember, Anthony offered Opie half of Compound Media, and Opie turned it down. Now Opie is saying to Lewis, I'll buy a chunk of Gas Digital. And Opie can probably fucking afford it if he wanted to. Will he actually do it? I completely doubt that will ever happen. But Anthony, in his little way right now, is trying to put the kibosh on that. I bet you right now he's like DMing Lewis like, oh my god, you couldn't really want to sign Opie. Like probably bad-mouthing Opie behind the scenes. Because first of all, Anthony is showing pictures of what Opie said. Opie has Anthony blocked. So Anthony is going on his backup Twitter account, taking screenshots and then talking about it on his main Twitter account. Which he's admitted to doing. Because, I mean, let's keep it real. Anthony is still obsessed with Opie, which is fine. I like it. I like a good Opie trashing. But so, as I said, this is continuing, by the way. I just refreshed it. He's still talking about Opie. I wonder if I refreshed it again. Probably not. No. But he's probably going to continue to trash him, so. But don't forget to like, subscribe, and donate. If I get like, I don't know, 15 or 20 bucks donated to me, I'll do a junk lashing with Mrs. Sains tonight. And we can talk more about this in depth and other stuff. But yeah, so this is Anthony trashing Opie.